Hi, it's Cara, and today we are filming a bonus video because I forgot to film a video Friday. So today we are talking about Furyborn by Claire Legrand, and we're doing a review. This is book 1 in the Imperium trilogy, and it follows our two main characters through two different timelines about 1,000 years apart. So in one timeline we have Riel, who is kind of like best friends to the Crown Prince. They grew up together and she's in love with him, and she has the power to control all 7 elements, where normally people can only control 1. That's kind of the magic system. So she's a bit special, and that's all been kept under wraps, and suddenly it all comes out. So that's kind of her story throughout the novel. And then on the other side we have Eliana, who is told 1,000 years in the future, and she's a bounty hunter in this future where all the magic has disappeared, and she has the ability to heal very fast from wounds. She has a hard time getting injured, and she's always been brushing it off as nothing weird, and then it all kind of comes out to her family and to some people she gets caught up with that she has this ability. And then she ends up on a thing. So we have kind of a very medieval fantasy in Rael's time, and then almost a dystopian in Eliana's time, and it works really well. Oh, also I should note this is an older YA fantasy, definitely targeted at older readers. There are some sex scenes throughout this book, though they are not super explicit, but if that kind of thing isn't suitable for you, I would not recommend this. It's not the raunchiest stuff I've ever read, but it's definitely got sex scenes in it, so keep that in mind. So the main thread of the plot here is that there was this prophecy that said there will be a Sun Queen who will save the world and a Blood Queen who will doom it. And obviously we're following these two girls, but it's unclear who is who. So I don't know if I really liked either of the characters. They were both the kind of characters that you got invested in, but you didn't particularly like them as people. I found Rael rather petulant and whiny, but it worked. Like, it made sense for who she was and her past. Whereas Eliana is very gruff and grumpy, and that again tied really well into her past, and you could really tell that it was built on something. So I didn't mind that I didn't like them particularly much. We also have a wider cast of characters, obviously 2 kind of full casts, because we alternate chapter by chapter between the 2 girls. They each have a full cast of people around them. I really liked this also included a lot of family, including Eliana's mother and brother, and Riel's dad and best friend, and we had like a good grounding of the people in their family and friends, which I really liked. The girls are also, I would say, quite feminist. They're very strong-willed, and also have, I guess, like a strong sense of ownership over themselves and their bodies, so I really enjoyed that. When it comes to the plot, the description on the back is intentionally quite vague. The build in this book is quite slow, so too much more than what I've already said very much gives the plot away, but it does alternate between the 2 characters chapter by chapter. So I think this works really well, because when there's lulls in one character's story, the other one has a high point. So I think that was really efficient for this story. I think either of the girls on their own would not have been as well-rounded. The girl, Riel's side can get a bit repetitive at times. Like the plot, if it was on its own, would seem a bit repetitive. But together they really work. The writing format, as I said, worked really well. The prose is nothing special, but I think the real strength here lies in the plotting and the intertwining of the 2 stories. I'm definitely really keen to see how this story progresses into the rest of the trilogy. I think this is a great start to the series. I gave it a 4 stars overall, and I'm really excited to see how the rest of this series turns out. Thanks for watching my review of Furyborn by Claire Legrand. I will see you next time with another video, and comment down below if you have anything to say about this book. Thanks for watching. Bye!